Okay.
Okay. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Agajanana Padmarkam, Gajanana Maharnisham, Anekadantam Bhaktanam, Ekadantamupasmahe. Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. Okay, so we are starting Kovida. So in Kovida, basically we have a lot of grammar aspects. We have samasa, we have chandas, we have alankara, we have tadditantas, we have sannanta, another pratyayanta, that is. We have nijanta, which is also a pratyayanta. We have natvam, which is relatively simple, but still it is there. And then chandas, alankara, and samasa. So there are many topics. All are fine, but we still have a vast syllabus compared to Shiksha. Shiksha is the simplest of all the four levels. Parichaya is, a little confusing because of the passive voice constructions. And yeah, of course, we have several aspects. Like within the passive voice, there are so many pratyayantas that need to be learned. So here in Kovida, we have advanced Vyakarana, we can say. Samasa, Chandas, Alankara, Tadditantas. Now, Chandas and Alankara, they don't go in much depth. Chandas, practically, they touch, that's all. And Alankara, little bit more than that. So they don't go in much depth with those two topics, but Samasa, they go all the way, and Tadditantas also considerably. So, because they are needed more in the shlokas, more than the chandas. To understand the shloka, we don't need much knowledge of chandas. Similarly, Alankara also, we don't need much knowledge of Alankara. Just superficial knowledge, if we have, that is enough. But whereas samasa and tadhitantas, we need to know, because they are very important, like in Vyakarana. And without these two, there is no Samskritam, like no Kavyam. In Telugu also, we have this samasas are very commonly used even in Telugu. I don't know about other languages. So samasa is very, very important. Okay. And in every shloka, you have at least 2 or 3 samastapadams. So samasa is a compound word. Okay. So here we have this one-line proverb. No bhadraha kratavaha yantu vishwataha. So may good thoughts come to us from all sides. So vishwataha is from all sides. Kratavaha is to come. Yantu is also. Bhadraha. Bhadraha is good thoughts. Okay, may good thoughts come to us from all sides. Okay, so starting with the samasa, what I would like to do is, here what they have done is, in the first lesson, they have simply given some sentences where there are samasta padams, but no explanation is given. And these samasta padams are of, like, we have different kinds of samasas. We have Tatpurusha samasa, Bahuvrihi, Dvigu samasa, and Avyayi Bhava samasa. So here all examples from all these samasas are given. But without learning the samasa, it will be difficult to understand. So we will come back to this. We will simply read through the sentences, but we will come back to this in detailed explanation of each samasa in the next lesson. Okay, but we'll read through the sentences and we'll try to identify we'll discuss how to identify a samastapadam. Okay. So samasa parichayaha. Vishwamitrena saha Rama Lakshmanau Aranyam Gatavantau. Rama Lakshmanau. Okay. So here we have two words, Rama and Lakshmana. And they two are joined into one word. So it is a samastapadam. Samastapadam is nothing but like a compound word, like washing machine. Say for example, washing is a word, machine is a word, but washing machine together is again another word. We use it as another word, right? Footwork. What other words do you have? Like in English also, we have compound words. In any language, we'll have compound words. So two different words which have individual meanings are joined together to make a new word which can have a totally different meaning. Okay. So here Rama and Lakshmana are two different words which are joined to make Rama Lakshmana. Since here two words are there, the Dvivachana is used, Rama Lakshmana. If you use Rama Lakshmana Bharata Satrugnaha, there since four words are there, we will use Bahuvachana. So the word will end Rama Lakshmana Bharata Shatrugnaha, like Ramaha, Lakshmanaha, Shatrugnaha. So the Bahuvachana form will be used. Anantaram, Shabari Dasharatha Putrasya Ramasya Paramabhakta Asit. Dasharatha Putrasya. So here, Dasharatha Putra is a compound word. This compound word is again in Shashti Vibhakti. That is why the word is Dasharatha Putrasya. But so Samastapadams can again take different Vibhakti forms. Okay. In the previous sentence, Rama Lakshmanau Aranyam Gatavantau. There it is in Prathama Vibhakti. Right? Ramaha Aranyam Gatavan. Rama Lakshmanau Aranyam Gatavantau. It is in Dvivachana, but it is in Prathama Vibhakti. Here Dasharatha Putra is the actual word, is the actual Samastapadam. It is in Shashti Vibhakti. Dasharatha Putrasya Ramasya Paramabhakta Asit. Ka Shabari. Okay. So here Dasharatha Putra. So Dasharatha is one word, Putra is one word. By saying Dasharatha Putra, we are indicating Rama. Okay, Rama is being indicated. Actually, Dasharatha Putra, if you only use Dasharatha Putra, it can mean any of the four of them. But usually Rama is the one that we refer to most commonly. So we automatically take it as Rama. But meaning-wise, Dasharatha Putra means it can be Rama or Lakshmana or Bharata or Shatrugna. But in this context, we take it as Rama. Ramasya. And here it is also given. Dasharatha Putrasya Ramasya is also mentioned. So here Dasharatha Putrasya is acting as a Visheshana to Ramasya. So we can say Shabari Ramasya Paramabhakta Asit. Shabari is a very great devotee of Rama. And who is Rama? Dasharatha Putrasya Ramasya. So here Dasharatha Putrasya is Visheshana to Ramasya. Which Rama? The Dasharatha Putra Rama. His devotee. Shabari is his devotee. And then Paramabhakta. Paramabhakta is also Bhakta. Shabari Bhakta Asit. Shabari is a devotee. What kind of devotee? Parama Bhakta. She is a very hardcore Bhakta. Okay. So it is describing, emphasizing on Bhakta. So it is more like a Visheshana. Okay. So here Parama is one word, Bhakta is one word. Together it makes a compound word. So any word when you have to make sure that there are minimum two words. We can have more than two words also. But then how to identify whether it is a samastapadam or just a sandhi, right? So in a sandhi, there will not be any relation between the two words that are joined. Okay, if you split them, they are just two different words. You are only joining because there is some chemistry between the letters between the two words. That is why you are simply joining them. But there is no relationship between the two words. Whereas in a samastapadam, the two words will have some kind of relationship. Okay. So here Dasharatha Putra. So Dasharathasya Putra. There is a relation. Dasharatha's son. Similarly, Parama Bhakta. What kind of Bhakta? Parama Bhakta. So it is describing. So it is more like a Visheshana. Okay. So like that, for Samastapadams, there will always be a relation. That is how you will identify whether it is a sandhi, a word simply joined in sandhi, or a samastapadam. Now, a samastapadam always need not have sandhi. The words which are in a samastapadam always need not be joined with the sandhi. Only when sandhi rules are applicable, it will join. Say, for example, Ramalayam. Okay, Ramalayah. Rama plus Alayah. Ramalayah. Savarna Dirgha Sandhi is happening there. Okay, because there is favorable, the conditions are favorable for Savarna Dirgha Sandhi to happen, so it happens. Dasharatha Putra, here there is no favorable condition for any Sandhi to happen. So we are simply putting the two words next to each other. There is no Sandhi happening. So in a Samastapadam, only when the conditions are favorable for a particular Sandhi to occur, Sandhi will happen. Otherwise, there will not be any Sandhi. But if the situation is favorable, then Sandhi will definitely should be done. Yes, Indrani Bhagini?
Bhagini, can a word be both a Sandhi and a Samasa? That means it can
Yes,
be both.
yes, like Ramalayaha itself. Ramasya Alayaha. It is a Samastapadam. But Savarna Dirgha Sandhi is also happening there because the conditions are favorable.
So first the Sandhi will happen and then the word formed by the Sandhi now becomes a Samastapadam?
No, when you are joining Rama and Alaya, you are doing the samasa only. So once you do the samasa and when you are writing them together, you will see if there is, a favorable condition for any sandhi to happen. And then you will use that sandhi also. You will apply that sandhi there.
Oh, so first the Samastapadam happens and then the Sandhi.
Okay. Because there should be a purpose for you to make a compound word. To make a samastapadam, there should be a purpose. So for that purpose, you are making the samastapadam. And once the samastapadam is made, then when we are writing it into one word, then we'll see between the first word and the second word if there is any sandhi rules are applicable. If they are applicable, we'll apply that sandhi rule and we'll do that sandhi. Otherwise, we'll just write like Dasharatha Putra. Like that. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Anantaram. Balaha Pustaka Hastam Sharadam Namaskritavantah. Pustaka Hastam Sharadam. So Sharada is Akaranta Strilinga Shabda. So Balaha Sharadam Namaskritavantah. The young boys are saluting Sharada. So what kind of Sharada? Pustaka Hastam. So here Pustaka Hastam is Visheshana to Sharadam. And Pustaka Hastam means she who has a book in her hand. Pustaka Hasta. Since this is a Strilinga word, Pustaka Hasta. Say, for example, you want to refer to a male person who also has a book in his hand, like Brahma. Pustaka Hastaha, you can say. So that will refer to a male person who has a book in his hand. Here we are referring to a feminine person. So Pustaka Hasta. In Dvitiya Vibhakti, Pustaka Hastam. And here this is used as Visheshana to Sharadam. So Pustakam and Hastam. Pustaka Hasta. And Hastaha, Hastam. Hastam, is it Pumlinga or Napumsaka? Hastaha. It is a Pumlinga Shabda. It is a Pumlinga Shabda. But here, sometimes what happens is, in a Samastapadam, they can take different lingas depending on how they are being used in that Samastapadam. So Hastaha originally is a Pumlinga Shabda, but here we take the Strilinga form of it, Hasta, Pustaka Hasta. Okay, the complete word is representing a feminine person. So that is why we get that Akaranta. Okay, just the hasta does not have hasta. Hastaha is hastaha only. It does not have a female version. But the compound word gets this feminine gender. And that is why it gets akaranta. So this akaranta is not just for the hasta, it is for the whole compound word. Pustaka hasta is representing a lady who is having a book in her hand. So that femininity is representing that woman, not the hasta. So you have to keep out, watch out for such changes. We cannot just look at the ending of the word and look at hasta and think that the hasta is being used in feminine gender. Whatever is represented by that compound word, that is in feminine gender. So here Pustaka Hasta is representing a woman who has a book in her hand. So that is why the whole compound word takes a Strilinga Shabda.
But Bhagini, are there other words also that would take forms like these? Is there a
Yes.
pattern or something, or because hastaha, I thought that the feminine, there is a, Strilinga Shabda also, so it could be hasta, and that is why it came as Pustaka Hastam Sharada.
No. But it happens. It happens, quite frequently, because I myself was many times confused with some words. Oh, this is originally a Pumlinga. Why is it in Strilinga? Maybe it is a typo. Maybe something. So, but after a few times, I asked this question, with either my professor or my friend. I understood the fact that samasta padams, when they are representing or when they are being used as adjectives to certain other words which are in different lingas, then the linga of that word goes by it, and it has nothing to do with the individual words of the samasta padam. With the practice and exposure to such words, we will slowly get used to it. Initially, it will be a little confusing, but slowly we'll get a hang of it. But the more number of shlokas we are exposed to, the sooner we'll get into that comfort zone.
Bhagini, help me out here. If I did not use the compound word, then I would be saying yasyaha hafte pustakaha asit tasyaha namaskrutam pustakam asti.
Pustakam is a napumsakalinga. Yasyaha haste pustakam asti.
Tasya
tam
namaskaram.
Okay. So yasyaha namaskaromi. If you are saying aham, then namaskaromi. If you are saying balaha yasyaha haste pustakam asti tam sharadam namaskritavantaha. To that Sharada they are saluting. That is called Vigraha vakya. What Indirani Bhagini said, yasyaha haste pustakam asti, sa, yasyaha haste pustakam asti, sa pustaka hasta. Okay, so that lady is called Pustaka Hasta. That is how you describe the relation between the two words in a Samastapadam. And it is called Vigraha Vakya. It is called Vigraha Vakya. That will explain the word and the relation between the two words of the Samastapadam. That is very, very important. We should be able to write the Vigraha Vakya for any Samastapadam. Only then you will understand the meaning of that compound word. Otherwise, it will be a little difficult to understand the compound word. So we can tell ourselves that we understood the compound word if we are able to write a Vigraha Vakya for it. Anantaram, Bhoho Mitra, Nutanam Krishna Phalakam Anaya. Krishna Phalakam. So here, Nutanam Krishna Phalakam Anaya. Krishna Phalakam means blackboard. So here, Krishna is one word, Phalakam is one word. So Krishna means black, Phalakam means board, blackboard. So here, Krishna is describing the Phalakam. It is black in color. Okay, so it is a Visheshana. The two words will have Visheshana and Visheshya Bhava. It is a compound word. Kalidasa Virachitam Kavyam Sarvaihi Pathaniyam. Kalidasa Virachitam. Kalidasena Virachitam. Okay, written by Kalidasa. So that is the relation between the two words here. Kalidasena Virachitam Kavyam Sarvaihi Pathaniyam. Veerapurushaha Sarvada Dhridachittaha Bhavanti. Veerapurushaha. So here Purushaha. Veera is describing the Purushaha. It is describing a quality of these men. So again, it has the Visheshana Visheshya Bhava. Dhridachittaha Bhavanti. Here this also, the Chitta, their Chitta is very, very strong. Dhrida. Dhridam means unwavering. So again, it is describing here Dhrida and Chitta also have Visheshana Visheshya Bhava. Himalaya Parvataha Atyunnataha Asti. Himalaya Parvataha. So here Parvataha. But there are so many Parvatas. Which Parvata? Himalaya Parvata. So we are specifically pointing out. So here Parvata will be like a Jati and Himalaya will be like a Vyakti. So Jati and Vyakti is one thing you can try to understand that concept. So Jati, you know from the words itself, right? Jati means a family or a kind, right? Whereas Vyakti is one particular specimen of that Jati. Now Manushya Jati we say, right? So, but in the Manushya Jati, we have so many Vyaktis. Everybody has again their own set of different characteristics. But they all belong to Manushya Jati. Why? Because they again have a common set of characteristics that belong to the Manushya Jati. Similarly, here Parvata is the Jati, but Himalaya is Vyakti. So it is specifically we are talking about this particular Himalaya. So Himalaya Parvata. Atyunnataha asti. It is very high or tall. Guru Devaya Namaha. Guru
Atyunnataha doesn't become, sorry, Atyunnataha doesn't become samasa, right? Because Ati is vakya here, is it?
Ati unnataha asti. Ati unnataha asti means it is just like an adverb. Unnataha asti, okay. But how unnataha? Ati unnataha. It is it will be more like a kriya visheshana. It is not a samastapadam. Guru Devaya Namaha. Guru Deva. Guru Deva means is it a Deva? A Deva who is also a Guru, or a Guru who is like a Deva? Guru who is like a Deva. It indicates Guru who is like a Deva. See, we all treat our Gurus like Deva, right? So, in that sense, Guru hu eva Devaha. Our like Matru Devo Bhava, we say Matru Deva. Means we are looking at our mother as the Deva, as the God. Pitru Deva. We are looking at our father as the God. Acharya Deva. We are looking at our Acharya or teacher or Guru as the Deva. So here Guru Deva means we are looking at our Guru as Deva himself, and to that Guru our salutations. Okay, so here Guru and Deva are the two words which are joined as Guru Devaha, and this Guru Devaha in Chaturthi Vibhakti becomes Guru Devaya because it is used with Namaha. Chaturthi Vibhakti is used, and Guru Devaya Namaha.
Gurudeva, what is the Vigraha Vakyam, Bhagini?
Guru hu eva Devaha. Guru himself is the God. Avadharana Purvapada Karmadharaya Samasa it is.
Oh, okay.
Like Matrudeva, Pitrudeva, all these come under the same. We are emphasizing on the fact that the Guru himself is our God. So we call that samasa as avadharana, purvapada, karmadharaya samasa. We'll when we are studying each of the samasas in detail, we will come across a few more examples. Anantaram mahilaha vishala sabhangane charcham kurvatyah santi. Vishala sabhangane, sabhangaha. Okay. So sabha anganam means like in a space where the sabhas are conducted. Vishala. And how is that sabhanganam? It is very vishala. So again here the vishala and sabhanganam have a visheshana visheshya bhava. Okay. In that sabhanganam, women are discussing. And then paninihi mahavayakaranaha asit. Mahavayakaranaha. Paninihi vayakaranaha asit. Kidrishaha vayakaranaha mahavayakaranaha. So again, here maha is used as an adjective. So maha and vayakarana have visheshana visheshya bhava. So here it is explained a little bit more. So in Sanskrit, simple words have the power of entering into combination with one another and forming one word that is called samasaha or compound. Okay, the words that are in bold are compound words in the above sentences. Two or more words can be joined to form one compound. Compound words are called samastapadani in Sanskrit. In the first example, Rama and Lakshmana are compounded to form one word as Rama Lakshmana. In the second, Dasharatha.
Samasta means what? Sam, asta. What is it called? How is it?
Samastapadam means like joining, like aggregation. You can take it as aggregation.
Samasta, samastaha means staha is what? Samastam also is what is called. Sometimes it's called referred as samastam padam.
Samastam padam if you separate it.
Okay.
So that itself is a compound word.
Oh, I see.
Samastam
is a single word.
Samasta padam is in ekavachana. Samasta padani is in bahuvachana.
That is fine. But samasta pada is that formation of samasta pada. Samasta. What is samasta?
Samasta is like aggregation, like a combination or combining.
It's a single word.
Samasta is a single word. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
And then in the second, Dasharatha and Putra are compounded as Dasharatha Putra. Sanskrit language abounds in such compound words. It is important to note that words have a specific relation. Words having a specific relation can be compounded. In other words, a compound word has the power to express the relationship between the individual words. Now here, the meaning of some compound words are given. Dasharatha Putra means Dasharatha's son. Neela Meghaha means dark cloud. So here the relation between Neela and Megha is Visheshana Visheshya Bhava. Pancha Pandavaha. Okay, here also we know that we can use numbers as Visheshanas. So Pancha Pandavaha can also be used as Visheshana Visheshya Bhava. We can use. And then Rama Lakshmana. So Rama Lakshmana. The Samastapadam will be Rama Lakshmana. Pustaka Hasta. So Pustaka Hastaha. Here it is given in Pumlinga. You can also say Pustaka Hasta, like how we have seen earlier. Upavrikshaha. Upa plus Vriksha, Upavriksham means near the tree. Okay, Upa means near. And this is an Avyayi Bhava because Upa is an Avyayam. And whenever a compound word with an Avyayam is formed, then that compound word, the name will be Avyayi Bhava Samasa. Dasharatha Putraha is a compound word. It means Dasharatha's son. And in a sentence form, it is stated as Dasharathasya Putraha. means the explanation of that compound word is Dasharathasya Putraha. This sentence is known by the name Vigraha Vakya. A Vigraha Vakya explains the relationship between the two words within the compound, which we have discussed earlier, right? Now here we have Vigraha Vakyas for each of these compound words which are mentioned earlier. Dasharatha Putraha, Dasharathasya Putraha, Neela Megaha, Neelaha Megaha. Okay, because this is just a Visheshana Visheshya Bhava, you can simply write Neelaha Megaha, because normally in a sentence, if you would like to write a Visheshana, like Uttamaha Balakaha, Uttamaha Ramaha, like that we write, right? So here, since it is a Visheshana Visheshya Bhava, you can write Neelaha Megaha. This is a very simple way of expressing the Visheshana Visheshya Bhava of a compound word. There is another way also, which we'll learn when we are doing that compound. Pancha Pandavaha. So here Pancha Pandavaha. Since Pancha onwards, there is no Linga Bheda, and it represents a Bahuvachana. Pancha will remain as Pancha Pandavaha. This is also, in this word also, the two words have Visheshana Visheshya Bhava. Rama Lakshmana. Ramaha cha Lakshmanaha cha. Means Rama and Lakshmana. That is what we are trying to say. Rama Lakshmana. Rama and Lakshmana. Pustaka Hastaha. Pustakam haste yasya saha. He who has book in his hand. Here, since Pustaka Hastaha is given in Pumlinga, yasya saha is used. Earlier, when we saw Pustaka Hasta, there we said yasyaha haste pustakam asti sa, because it is in Strilinga. Here, because it is in Pumlinga, yasya saha is used. In whose hand? Yasya haste pustakam asti saha. Okay, that is how you can write. Upavriksham, vrikshasya samipe. Okay, close to the tree. Upavriksham gacchati. Like that you can use it in a sentence. Means he went close to the tree. Saha upavriksham gacchati. Like that you can say. Okay. So here a small shloka is given in which there are compound words. Let us see. Shlokarthena pravakshyami yaduktam granthakotivihi paropakaraha punyaya papaya parapeedanam. So here shlokarthena granthakotivihi paropakaraha and parapeedanam. So shlokarthena, shlokasya arthaha tena. So here one thing you have to remember is the samastapadam will be there, and the samastapadam itself will be in a vibhakti when it is being used in a sentence. Right? Ramalayaha asti. Aham Ramalayam gacchami. Ramalayaya aham dhanam dadami. Okay, I gave some donation to the Ramalayam. So Ramalayaya aham dhanam dadami. Ramalayat saha agacchati. Ramalaye pujam karomi. So I am using this compound word Ramalaya in all these vibhaktis, depending on how I am using it in a particular sentence. So that also you have to watch out. So, but when explaining the compound word Ramalaya, I am again using Shashti Vibhakti, Ramasya Alayaha. Now that Vibhakti is different from the Vibhakti of the compound itself. Okay. So initially that you have to pay a little bit of attention, and then you will be fine. So shlokarthena, shlokasya arthaha, shlokarthaha. So the actual compound word is shlokarthaha. This is in Tritiya Vibhakti. This compound word is taken in Tritiya Vibhakti. Shlokarthena, it became. Okay. So when we are trying to write the Vigraha Vakyam, you have to separate the Vibhakti of the compound word, take just the compound word and write the Vigraha Vakya for it. So here the actual samastapadam is shlokarthaha. So shlokasya arthaha. That is the Vigraha Vakyam of the compound word. But the compound word itself is in Tritiya Vibhakti. So we separate that with the comma and write tena. Okay, because shlokartha is in Pumlinga, we use tena. Okay. Shlokasya arthaha tena, with half of a shloka. That is what it means. Pravakshyami, I will tell. Yaduktam grantha kotibihi, what is told by 1 crore granthas. Okay, grantha kotibihi, granthanam kotayaha tabihi. So here grantha kotibihi means grantha kotihi. That is the actual samastapadam. It is in Tritiya Vibhakti Bahuvachana. So, grantha kotibihi. So tabihi. We are separating the vibhakti there. Granthanam kotayaha means 1 crore of granthas. So granthanam kotayaha tabihi, grantha kotibihi. So what is told in 1 crore granthas, I will tell in half of a shloka. Paresham paropakaraha, paresham upakaraha, paropakaraha. And paresham peedanam, parapeedanam. So here paresham is used in Shashti Bahuvachana. Okay, like sarvesham. For sarva, the Shashti Bahuvachana will be sarvesham. So para is also one sarvanama shabda like sarve, like sarva. So paresham, paresham upakaraha means upakara of others. Okay, beneficial things of others, doing something beneficial to others is called paropakaraha. Paropakaraha punyaya papaya parapeedanam. Parapeedanam, paresham peedanam. Troubling others will result in papa. So these are the 4 words.
Bhagini,
Yes.
I'll ask you a small question. This slokasya artha, slokarthena, that's what is given there. Slokartham is what he has taken. That also is not taken. Slokasya arthasya artha tena is what he is talking about. Why can't he say slokena arthena for the Vigraha vakyam? Similarly, Randhehi kotibihi, why can't he say that?
Yeah. So, so you said shlokena arthena. So when you say shlokena arthena, you are taking shlokena as visheshana to arthena.
Okay.
Or how are you? How can you?
The order can be either way, right? Order can be either way.
What can be either way?
Order of the words can be either way in Sanskrit. Ardhena shlokena, you can take it as.
But the meaning here is half of a shloka. How are you going to say that in Sanskrit? Shlokena arthena or arthena shlokena, either way, whichever order you take, it means with the shloka and with the half.
Okay.
But it does not mean with the half of a shloka.
Like that is how Visheshana will be, in Sanskrit, like Visheshana
no,
also
here
will be
they
in the
don't
same
have,
Visheshana.
see, shloka and artha do not have Visheshana Visheshya Bhava here. It is like you are saying Dasharatha Putrena Saha Dasharatha Putrena Saha Sita Vanam Gacchati. Okay? In this sentence, Dasharatha Putrena, when I say Dasharathena Putrena, that is how you are saying.
That's a wrong depiction.
Dasharathasya Putra. Here, with Dasharatha's son, Sita
so
went to the forest. With half of a shloka.
Right.
With half of a shloka, I will explain.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, sure. Thank you.
Okay. So any further questions in this part? Again, like I said, this is just an introduction to compound words. So if you have any questions relating to a particular samasa, as we are studying each of the samasas in detail, there it will be handled. Here, your main goal should be to be able to identify a samastapadam in a sentence. Okay, and how do you identify that? It should have a minimum of 2 words and there should be a relation between the 2 words. Okay, then we can identify it as samastapadam. And we have discussed a little bit more the Vigraha Vakya and everything. What is a Vigraha Vakya means? It will explain the relation between the two words of a Samastapadam. And that is very, 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 very important. At any point of time, not only in exam point of view, if you need to understand a shloka, we should be able to understand the Samastapadams, because you open any grantha, you look at any shloka, there will be at least two Samastapadams in every shloka. So we need to be able to explain that Samastapadam, decode. So for that Vigraha Vakya is mandatory. Of course, you can put it in your own words. Exactly, it need not be like how it is here. Like say for example, Pustaka Hastaha, Pustakam Haste Yasya Saha. So initially you can write it like Yasya Haste Pustakam Asti Saha. If you write like that, it will be more clear. The meaning will be more clear in your head. So you can write it like that. But here they wrote it a little briefly, right? So you can add a few words to make it more easy for you to express the relation or understand it. So these are the primary things that we have learned in this lesson in the Samasa Parachaya. So we learned how to identify a Samastapadam and what is a Vigraha Vakyam. Yeah, those are the two things that we primarily discussed in this section. Okay. And then we have the next section.
So going forward, will we also understand under what circumstances we can join two words? Like Pustaka Hastena, it seems to be a very simple way of expressing it. So how do I know under what circumstances I can join the two words and when I cannot?
The focus will be more on decoding the Samastapadam, how to understand the Samastapadam. But while we are learning that, you will understand how to join two words also. So now here Pustaka Hasta is there, right? Based on this, Veena Pani. You will understand what is Veena Pani. Shula Pani. All these you will automatically understand. Gada Pani. Right? So, Yasya Haste Gada Asti Saha. Gada Panihi. Like that. So, you will understand all the words that come under that category. And then if you want to make a new word, say, for example, a person is there who has something else in his hand. What other? What else can they have in their hands? Depending on that, you can form a word. There will be rules. Definitely, there will be rules given on how to form a compound word. So based on that, we can always form.
Shankha Chakra Gada Haste.
Shankha Chakra Gada Hastaha. Okay, means he who has Shankha and Chakra in his hasta, like that. So like that you can definitely make, but there will be a few rules in making in a compound word. So those rules also will be taught. So accordingly, yes, definitely we can do that. But the emphasis initially is to understand compound words and how to identify in which samasa is used. But towards the end of the lessons, the samasa lessons, these rules also will be given. So based on that, we will definitely be able to make new words. Okay. So the next topic is Tadhittantas. So Tadhittantas are suffixes. These are also suffixes, but joined to nominal stems. Now, Kridantas. Kridantas are also suffixes which are joined to dhatus, means to the kriya padani, to the kriya dhatu, right? Like say for example, patitva, patitum, patan, all these are kridantas. Means there are some suffixes which are joined to a dhatu and then it becomes a Kridanta. Whereas Tadhitantas are suffixes joined to nominal stems, means to the nouns. Nominal stem means like Pratipadikam. Okay, means without any suffix, just the root word. That is called Pratipadikam. So in English, it is called nominal stem. So Tadhitas are formed by adding suffixes to nominal stems. So now let us see how it is, how they are formed. Vasudevaha Arjunena saha Indraprastham agacchati. Vasudevaha. Who is Vasudevaha? Krishna, right? Vasudevaha means Krishna. Now, why is he called Vasudevaha? Vasudevasya putraha. He is Vasudeva's son. That is why he is called Vasudeva. So here, this Vasudeva is the actual nominal word, nominal stem, means the noun here, to which a suffix is added to make the word Vasudeva. Okay, it is derived word. It is also called as derived word. It is derived from Vasudeva. There will be some rules that are followed and it will end up in as Vasudeva. So here we will not be learning about the actual suffixes. We will only learn the derived words and from where they are derived, from which nominal word they are derived. And again, a kind of Vigraha vakya will be there. We have to explain. Vasudevaha means Vasudevasya apatyam puman dise. Apatyam means offspring. Puman means male child. Okay. So Vasudevaha means Vasudevasya apatyam puman. This is technical word. You can simply say Vasudevasya putraha in a regular language, but here you have to use the technical terminology. So apatyam puman. Apatyam means offspring. Puman represents the male. So the male child of Vasudeva, okay, is Vasudeva. Anantaram, Dasharatihi Sriramaha Kasya na Priyaha. Dasharatihi. Dasharathasya apatyam puman. Dasharatha's male offspring is Dasharatihi. So technically, depending on how we are defining Dasharatihi, Dasharatihi can imply Rama or Lakshmana or Bharata or Shatrughna. But commonly, among all the four sons of Dasharatha, Rama is the most, Rama is the one that we all most talk about, right? So Dasharatihi is used in place of Rama. But technically, if you only look at the grammatical point of view of the meaning of the word Dasharatihi, it can represent any of the four. Like Raghu, Raghavaha. Okay, Raghavaha means he who belongs to the Raghu dynasty. So again, when you say Raghavaha, it does not mean only Rama. It can mean anyone from the king Raghu Maharaja, because only after Raghu Maharaja, the Surya Vamsha was known as Raghu Vamsha because of him. So after Raghu, after King Raghu, whoever is there, they are all Raghavas only, because they all have been born into that Vamsham. So they can be called Raghava also. Technically, grammatically, if you only look at the grammatical meaning of the word Raghava, then all the kings who are born after the King Raghu can be referred to as Raghava. But we never talk about those other kings, right? So we only talk about Rama mostly. So Raghava became synonymous with Rama. But technically or grammatically, any person who belongs to the Raghuvamsha is known as Raghava, a king of Raghuvamsha. So Dasharatihi. Dasharathasya apatyam puman. Apatyam means offspring, puman means male child. Vainateyaha pakshirajaha. Vinatayaha. Vinatayaha apatyam puman is Vainateyaha. Okay, Vainateyaha means Garuda. He is Vinata's son. So Vinatayaha, here Vinata. Earlier, the father's names were mentioned. So Dasharathasya. But here Vinatayaha. Here the mother's name is given. So Vinatayaha Apatyam Puman. The male child of Vinata. Gargi Yajnavalkyasya Patni. Gargi. Here, Gargi is again not one person like Vinata or Dasharatha or anything. It is the lineage, the Garga lineage. Okay, Gargi, it is called. Gargi Yajnavalkyasya Patni. So she is called Gargi. Why? Because she came from the lineage of Garga. So here you can we can write the what do you say? The Vigraha vakya as Gargasya Gotrapatyam. Gotram. It is like lineage means like Gotram. Gotrapatyam Stri. Here Gargi represents a lady. So Stri. It is not Apatyam. She is not an offspring of Garga. She is born in that lineage. She is from that lineage. So Gotrapatyam. Okay, Gargasya Gotrapatyam Stri is Gargi. Parvati. Parvatasya Apatyam Stri. Parvatasya Apatyam Stri. Because Parvati represents a woman, Stri. She is the offspring of, a female offspring of Parvata. So Parvatasya Apatyam Stri. Parvati Lokamata. Shakuntalaha Simhashavakaihi Saha Kridati Sma. Shakuntalaha, sorry. Shakuntalaha Simhashavakaihi Saha Kridati Sma. Shakuntalaha. Shakuntalayaha Apatyam Puman. Shakuntala's male offspring. Okay? Will become Shakuntalaha. None other than Bharata. Anantaram. Valmikihi. Adi Kavihi Asti. Valmikihi. Valmikasya. How do we say this? Valmikasya. Huh?
Jataha. Valmikasya Valmikena Bhargataha.
Yeah, we can say that. Valmikehi.
Valmikat Bhargataha.
Valmikihi, right? Valmikihi is Ikaranta. If we take it as Ikaranta Pumlinga, then coming from Valmikihi. So Panchami Vibhakti we can use. Valmikehe Jataha, we can say. Came out of anthill.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So Valmikihi. So he is called as Valmikihi. Adi Kavihi Asti. Pautraha Rajeshaha Pitamahena Saha Shalam Gachati. Pautraha. We all learned that Pautraha means grandson. So how did it come? How did it come? Putrasya Apatyam Puman. Putrasya male offspring of son. It will become Pautraha. Putrasya Apatyam Puman Pautraha. Pautraha Rajeshaha, grandson Rajesh, Pitamahena Saha Shalam Gachati, went to the school along with his grandfather. Anjaneyaha Lankam Dagdhavan. Anjanayaha Apatyam Puman. Anjana is the name of the lady whose son is called Anjaneyaha. So Anjanayaha Apatyam Puman. Lankam Dagdhavan. Okay, the male child of Anjana, who is known as Anjaneyaha, burned Lanka. Nageshaha Bhaskarasya Bhratravyaha Asti. Bhratravyaha. So Bhratuhu is brother's son. So Bhratuhu Putraha is called Bhratravyaha. Bhratuhu Apatyam Puman, you can say. because brother's son. So bhrata in Shashti Vibhakti becomes bhratuhu. Bhratuhu apatyam puman. Okay. So in the first sentence, Vasudevaha is one word for Vasudeva's son. And similarly, Parvati is one word for Parvata's daughter. These words are called Tadhitantas. So here a little bit more explanation is given about Tadhitantas. We know that words Patitva, Patitum, Patitavyam, etc. are formed by adding different affixes to the verb root Pat. The affixes like Tva, Tum, Tavya are called Krit Pratyayas. These are affixed to the verb root, Dhatu. Likewise, certain affixes come after nominal stems. They are known as Tadhita affixes. Thus, while Krit affixes are affixed to verb roots, Tadhita affixes are affixed to nominal stems. So, whatever we discussed earlier is given here. Tadhitas are employed in different senses. For example, Pautraha is Putrasya Putraha. Here, Tadhita affix is added to the nominal stem Putra, making it Pautra. This sense can be elaborated in a sentence as Putrasya apatyam puman Pautraha, male issue of a son. The words apatyam puman show that it is a male offspring. Similarly, the words apatyam stri, as in Parvatasya apatyam stri, show that it is a female offspring. In this lesson, you will know the apatyarthaka tadditas. Means tadditas are of many kinds, derived words. You can derive words in many ways, in many senses. Here in this particular lesson, we are focusing on the parent-child relation. Okay, apatyarthaka, apatya arthaka. Okay, in the meaning of apatya. Apatya means offspring, means son, parent and child. So the derived words which are focused on the relation between a parent and child. In this section, we focus only on those words. Okay. Tadhitas can be formed.
Is it related to Pitu Dhatu, madam? Pratipadika, madam?
Which Dhatu?
This apatyam, is it related to Pitru Pratipadika?
I really don't know. Let me check once to see if it is there. Apatya itself is a word. It is a Napumsakalinga word, apatyam. Whether it is derived from Pitru, let me see. Napumsakalinga na patanti. So here, no. Apatya means it is taken like na patanti anena is given. So na patanti. Why na is given na patanti? Means apatyam. Means, in one sense you can take it as from whom it has been come. From whom it came out. In that sense it is used.
Okay.
But yeah, child descendant apatya. So here a patronymical affix is also given. Meaning is given as a patronymical affix.
Patronymical affix.
Patronymical affix. So yeah, maybe it is.
It's okay.
It has that sense of like the Pitra.
Yeah.
But from which it has come.
Yeah, possibly.
In that sense, it is taken. In heritage site, apatyam. Mostly we can take it as, because it is also used in the lineage, right? Gargasya apatyam. So apatyam is from where it has come. In that sense, we can take.
Origin.
Yeah.
Okay.
So tadhittas. And then, so apatyarthaka tadhittas we will be looking at in this lesson. So where we have parent and child relation. So here there is kind of, there are certain rules how the tadhittas are formed, how the derived words are formed. But they are not very consistent. With every derived word, the formula can change a little bit. So they suggest that we don't try our own tadhittas. Means if you want, don't try something new. We'll just go with the flow. Okay. But there is a pattern. But that pattern can change anytime. There is no set rule for this pattern. So we are suggested not to try new words using the pattern that we observed in the words that are given. Just we have to go with the flow. So Vasudevasya apatyam puman. For these, the suffix a is added. So va and a will become va, Vasudevaha. Okay. But like I said, not always this rule will apply. Only here, in some cases, it will apply. But we cannot take that as granted and try a new word and add a there. Okay. Parasharasya apatyam puman. Parasharaha. Okay. Raghoho apatyam puman. Raghavaha. Bhrigoho apatyam puman. Bhargavaha. Kuroho apatyam puman. Kauravaha. Here u is there, right? So u and a will become au. A little sandhi rules, knowing the sandhi rules will also help, but again, they are not always the same. There will always be some exception. So we cannot take it as a hard and fast rule. We can only use these rules to remember these words. So if the word Kauravaha is given, to understand whose son is called Kauravaha. So Kuroho apatyam puman. Oh, so that is how it is derived. Bhargavaha. Whose son is Bhargavaha? Bhrigoho. Bhriguhu. So to understand in that sense only we have to follow these rules, not to coin new words. Shakuntalayaha apatyam puman. Shakuntalaha. Prithayaha apatyam puman. Parthaha. So Arjuna is Parthaha. Why is he called Parthaha? Pritha. Pritha means another name for Kunti. Another name for Kunti is Pritha. So Prithayaha apatyam puman Parthaha. That is how he got that name Parthaha. But again, now Prithayaha apatyam puman can be Parthaha or can be Arjuna or any one of those five, right? Including Karna, actually. Any of those six can be referred to as sorry, not Nakula and Sahadeva. They are born to Madri, not those two. So it can be Dharmaraja or Arjuna or Bhima or Karna. Any of these four can be referred to as Partha, if we take this word grammatically, right? But only Arjuna is referred to as Partha. Bhima or Dharmaraja were never referred to as Partha. I don't know why, but technically. So Prithayaha apatyam puman. And there is a story behind that, how Kunti got her name. Initially, I think she was, her original name is Pritha. And that also is derived from something else, why she is called Pritha. And then she is known as Kunti. So that is how Partha came. And then by adding the suffix E. So Dasharathasya apatyam puman Dasharathihi. Okay, there is the akara in the beginning as well as ikara at the ending. Dasharathihi. Similarly, Satyakaha. So Satyakasya apatyam puman Satyakihi. Dronasya apatyam puman Draunihi. Dushyantasya apatyam puman Daushyantihi. Varunasya apatyam puman Varunihi. Valmikasya, so here Valmikaha is, we cannot say Puman or Apatyam, we cannot say Apatyam. So Valmikehe Jataha, Valmikihi. Okay. And these two affixes, a and e, are also used to express the sense of descendant of a family or belonging to the Gotra. So Ragoho Gotrapatyam Puman Raghavaha. So Raghoho Gotrapatyam Puman, he who has or he who a male child of the Raghuvamsha. Gotrapatyam Puman Raghavaha. It is commonly synonymous with Rama, but Raghava means one who belongs to the Raghu dynasty. Similarly, Shurasya Gotrapatyam Puman Shaurihi. So Shura Vamsha is also there. He who is born out of that Vamsha is Shaurihi. So Krishna's Vamsha, apparently. The affix I is added to feminine basis. So Vinatayaha Apatyam Puman Vainateyaha. Gangayaha Apatyam Puman Gangeyaha. Anjanayaha Apatyam Puman Anjaneyaha. Radhayaha Apatyam Puman Radheyaha. Kuntyaha Apatyam Puman Kaunteyaha. Usually Dharmaraja and all are referred to as Kaunteya, whereas Arjuna is referred to as Partha. Okay. The affix E is added to express the meaning daughter of. Parvatasya apatyam stri Parvati. Janakasya apatyam stri Janaki. Drupadasya apatyam stri Draupadi. Gargasya gotrapatyam stri Gargi. So it is also used to express coming or belonging to a gotra. There are some other tadhita affixes that give the same meaning. Some of these are shown below. Bhratuhu apatyam puman bhratravyaha. Brother's male offspring is bhratravyaha. Swasuhu apatyam puman. Swasuhu means sister. Swasu is sister. No, swasa is sister. In Shashti Vibhakti, swasuhu apatyam puman. Swasriyaha, sister's son. Pitrushvasuhu apatyam puman. Paitrushvastriyaha. So paternal, son of paternal aunt. Pitrushvasu means Pitrushvasa actually is the word. In Shashti Vibhakti, Pitrushvasu. Father's sister. Father's sister's male offspring is Paitrushvasriyaha. Duhituhu apatyam puman. Duhita means daughter. Duhituhu apatyam puman. So daughter's male child. Dauhitraha. Duhituhu apatyam stri. Dauhitri. Okay. The girl child of daughter is Dauhitri. It is suggested that at this level you pay attention to the final forms of the apatyarthaka words rather than the affixes themselves. All the affixes are not common to all words. Therefore, refrain from coining new words using these affixes. Barring one or two in all the examples above, the first vowel of the word has got a vriddhi, means dirgham. Vriddhi means to increase. So, it has got a dirgham substitute when the tadhita pratyaya is affixed. This feature in tadhitanta words is known as adi vriddhi. Okay, so like in all the words like parasharaha, raghavaha, bhargavaha, kauravaha. So kau, au, also like it is a long vowel. So vriddhi happened. Shakuntalaha, parthaha, dasharathi. All these have dirgham. So they are called adhivriddhi. At the beginning, they have dirgha. So adhivriddhi. Now we have abhyasa. Here you are asked to identify Samastapadam and Asamastapadam. So each of you can tell Arthalabha. Is it Samastapadam or Asamastapadam?
Samastavatam.
Udyogaha.
Asamastavatam.
Asamas.
Varanveshanam.
Samastapadam.
Samastapadam. Pitrubhaktihi.
Samastapadam.
Samastapadam. Nadi pravahaha.
Samastavatam.
Samastapadam.
Desha seva.
Samastam.
Shuddhata.
Asamastavatam.
Asamas.
Vasishtashramaha.
Samastapadam.
Ganga Yamuni.
Samastapadam.
Vrikshaha.
Asamastapadam.
Asamastavatam.
Asamastapad
vidya.
Gamanam.
Vidyasam.
Asamastapadam.
Asamastapadam.
Padmakaraha.
Samastapadam.
Is it
Suchana.
samasta or asamasta?
Samasta only.
Samastapadam. So what is the
What are the two words?
Vigraha? Yeah, what are the two words there?
Padma and Karaha. Padmakaraha.
Padma and Karaha.
Because Padma is Akaranta Strilinga or Padmam Napumsakam. Let me see. I think it is Napumsaka. Yeah, because Padmam we say, we don't say Padmam. So Padmam. Padma and Akaraha then.
Padma
The word
and
will be
Akaraha.
Padma and Akaraha. There are many meanings again to Padma. So it need not be only lotus. Okay. Elephant also is one of the meanings. Ram ka Visheshana. So, but of course, the most common meaning is the form of a lotus. Padmakaraha means in the form, having the form of lotus.
So can also, if you say it, there is also an elephant meaning, there is also an elephant relevance there. So can Ganesh also be given this
Padmakaraha?
Visheshana of?
Yeah, maybe. Yes. So
Okay.
here Padmakaraha, the Samastapadam itself is also given. Ek Vishala Sarovar Jisme Kamal Khile Ho. Padmam Akaraha. Yeah. So the split that we discussed is correct. Padmam and Akaraha. Padmakaraha. Okay. And Kamalonka Samoha. That is another meaning given. So means a group of
lotuses. Collection of lotuses.
That is one meaning. Other meanings are lotus-like. And Kara, Padmakara, if Padmakara is given, then Padma Akaraha. Padmakara, if it is Padmakara, then Kara means hand here.
Hand.
Lotus-like hand. If there is no Dirgha. Okay. If it is Padmakaraha, then Padma Akaraha, then form.
Akaraha.
Okay. And then
thank you again.
Suchana.
Asamastapadam.
Asamastapadam. Shayya. Asamastapadam. Krishna Phalakam.
Asamastapadam.
Shayya Asamastapadam. Krishna Phalakam Samastapadam.
Samastapadam.
Shila Pratima.
Samastapadam.
Samastapadam.
Padam.
Asamastapadam.
Janaha.
Asamastapadam.
Asamastapadam.
Dharmaha.
Asamastapadam.
Asamastapadam.
Anantaram. Adhastana shloke sthitani samastapadani chinuta. So identify the samastapadams from the following shloka. Jayatu Jayatu Devo Devaki Nandanoyam. In that line, anything you identified?
Devaki Nandano.
So here, after you split the sandhi, Devaki Nandanaha Ayam. There, that Purva Rupa sandhi is there. So Devaki Nandanaha Ayam. So Devaki Nandanaha is the samastapadam here. Jayatu Jayatu Krishno Vrishnivansha Pradipaha.
Vrishnivansha Pradipaha.
Vrishnivansha Paradipaha. How many words are there in that samastapadam?
3. Vrishni
Vansha
Vansha
Pradipa.
Yes. Jayatu Jayatu Megha Shyamalaha Komalangaha.
Megha Shyamalaha, Komalangaha.
Both are samastapadams.
Both are samastapadams.
Megha Shyamalaha, Megha and Shyamala. Komalangaha, Komala and Angaha.
Komala Angaha.
Jayatu Jayatu Prithvi Bharanashaha Mukundaha.
Prithvi Bharanasha.
Nashaha.
Prithvi Bharanashaha is the samastapadam here. Okay, Uttamam. Prithvi Bhara Nasha are the 3 words.
Prithviyaha Bharasya Nashaha.
Correct. Adaha Dattani Padani Upayujya Samasta Padani Likata. Kosalasya Nripaha. Kosala Nripaha. Okay. Nadyaha Tiram.
Nadi Tiram.
Nadi Tiram.
Samudrasya Tataha.
Samudra Tataha.
Samudra Tataha. Bhumehe Gunaha.
Bhumi Gunaha.
Bhumi Gunaha.
Bhumi Gunaha. Uttamam. Kakasya Karshanyam. Karshnyam.
Kakaha.
Kakakarshyam. Kakakarshyam.
What's the meaning of this?
So Karshnyam means
Drishtya.
Karshnyam ante
Color.
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 I don't think so.
Karshnyam. Let me check once. It could be ante the darkness, blackness.
Oh, Kaki Nalipu.
Kakasya Karshnyam. The blackness of a crow. Kaka Karshnyam. Devanam Indraha.
Devendraha.
Devendraha.
Sudhayaha Khandaha.
Sudhakhandaha.
Pandoho Tanayaha.
Andutanayaha.
Guroho Patni.
Gurur Patni. Guru
Patni or Guru Patni?
Guru Patni.
Guru Patni only.
Guru Patni only, ma'am. Okay.
Mitrasya Griham.
Mitra Griham.
Devasya Puja.
Deva Puja.
Depasya Prakashaha.
Deepa
Prakashah.
Kavehe Rachana.
Kavirachana.
Kavirachana.
Trasya Darshanam.
Chandra Darshanam.
Chandra Darshanam. Jananam Samuhaha.
Janasamuha.
Janasamuhaha. Naganam Indraha.
Nagendraha.
Nagendraha.
Yeah. So here samasam and sandhi both happened. Naga plus Indraha, Nagendraha it became. Okay. Anantaram. Udaharanam drishtva adho nirdishtanam tadhittantanam vigraham likata. Satyakihi. Satyakasya apatyam puman. Okay, the parent name is also given for because we are still learning. The parent's name is given in the bracket. Parvati, and in the bracket Parvata is given. So Parvatasya apatyam stri. Draunihi.
Dronasya apatyam puman.
Uttama.
Puman.
Dronasya apatyam puman. Daushyantihi.
Dushyantasya
apatyam puman. Varunihi. Varuna.
Varunasya apatyam puman.
Shakuntalaha.
Shakuntalayaha apatyam puman.
Gangeyaha.
Gangayaha
apatyam puman.
Sindhu Bhagini, would you like to try? Auttareyaha. Sindhu Bhagini, you are there?
Sorry, Rajini. I was a little away from the phone.
Auttareyaha.
Uttaraya apatyam puman.
Uttarayaha. Apatyam puman. Anjaneyaha.
Anjanaya apatyam puman.
Kaunteyaha. Kuntyaha apatyam puman. Radheyaha. Radhayaha apatyam puman. Janaki.
Janakasya apatyam stri.
Janakasya apatyam stri. Arunihi.
Arunasya apatyam puman.
Arunihi. I don't know the character Arunihi, whether it is a man or a woman.
Male or female.
He was son of a Rishi.
Okay.
He was known for again Pitrubhakti.
Okay.
Not Shravana Kumara alone, but he is also not Pitrubhakti, Guru Bhakti, I think he is.
Okay.
He is the one, I think he puts his himself to block flooding of the Guru's fields.
Oh, okay. That person.
That story. Okay.
Aruni.
Okay. So Arunasya apatyam puman. Dhartarashtraha.
Dhritarashtrasya apatyam. Oh, this is Dhartarashtraha. Dhritarashtrasya apatyam puman.
Dhritarashtrasya apatyam puman. Then we have Subhashitani. Any questions so far? Okay.
Anybody today is, are we continuing?
Usually I take class from 7:30 to 9:30.
Okay.
Unless
Because
you all want to.
Today is Sankashti, so I have to break the fast. So
Oh, okay. Please carry on. Please carry on.
would you be, you'll be continuing the class?
I will continue, but recording is there, so you can always catch up.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Bhagwan.
Yeah, thank you. So then we have the Subhashitani.
Bhagini,
Ah.
one question. Here we should also know these characters, like Varuni is a male, Aruni is a
yes,
male,
yes,
you know,
yes,
we
yes.
also know this, isn't it? So whether we write Sri or Puru,
Yes, correct.
that will be a bit of a challenge if we don't know that.
So basically, initially, we will be, like exam point of view, I'm telling right now, we will be given from these words only. Whatever words are there in the book, only those words only, from those words only you will be tested. Exam point of view. But in the long run, when we are trying to understand some shlokas, of course, the characters we need to know. That is when we depend on the commentaries. When we are trying to analyze a shloka, we definitely have to know the context and the characters. So we need to know the context. So we need to look at some, what do you say, commentaries.
Recording in progress.
Mahodaya, you have logged in twice.
Yeah, I'm just getting out of one place.
Okay, Priya Bhagini?
Yeah, yes, Bhagini. Dhanyavadaha. Yeah, that's
And then we have Subhashitani. Atmartham jiva loke asmin kaha na jivati manavaha param paropakaratham yaha jivati saha jivati. So Atmartham jiva loke asmin jiva loke Atmartham kaha na jivati manavaha. So Atmartham means for their own benefit, for their own self. Okay. Asmin loke, asmin jiva loke, kaha na jivati, who doesn't live for themselves in this world? Everybody, right? All of us live for ourselves. We do things for ourselves. Param paropakarartham yaha jivati, saha jivati. So he who lives only for others, only for the benefit of others, means every minute and every ounce of energy, if he spends for the benefit of others, then that life is a life. Okay. So here the Padavibhaga is Atmartham Jivaloke Asmin Kaha na Jivati Manavaha Param Paropakarartham Yaha Jivati Saha Jivati. So Asmin Jivaloke, this is the Anvaya. Atmartham Kaha Manavaha na Jivati Param Yaha Paropakarartham Jivati Saha Jivati. So that life is a life. So that kind of life is the life that actually matters. So here let us look at the Tatparyam. Prapanche vidyamanaha sarve api manushyaha swahitam swasukham cha sampadayanti. Ataha atmanaha nimittam sarvaha api janaha jivati eva. Parantu ye janaha anyesham hitam anyesham sukham cha kamayamanaha tadartham jivanti tesham jivanameva sarthakam jivanam dhanyam jivanam paropakara rahitam jivanam tu nirarthakam eva. So that life which does not include paropakaram is not a life at all, is the saramsham of this Subhashitam. So the next Subhashitam, Pibanti Nadyaha Swayameva Nambaha Na Ambaha Swayam na khadanti phalani vrikshaha na adanti sasyam khalu varivahaha paropakaraya satam vibhutayaha. So pibanti nadyaha swayameva na ambaha. So nadyaha swayameva ambaha na pibanti. Similarly, vrikshaha swayam phalani na khadanti. Varivahaha na adanti. Okay? Sasyam na adanti. Paropakaraya satam vibhutayaha. So here Nadyah. Rivers will not drink their own water, right? The water that is in the rivers is for others. Similarly, the trees will not eat their own fruits. Similarly, Varivahaha means clouds. Varivahaha means clouds. They don't adanti. Adanti means to eat or drink. Varivahaha. Eat. I think, yeah, it is in the sense of eat because sasyam is there. So plants. So the clouds will not say, I am giving you water to the crop. It won't say, I am giving you water. That is why you grew. So I will eat you. It will not say that. The clouds will give water for the crops. Paropakaraya satam vibhutayaha. Satam means of the good people. Vibhutayaha. Vibhutayaha means to happen, right? Will existence, basically. So here the Tatparyam, let us see the Tatparyam. Nadishu jalam bhavati. Parantu nadyah swayameva tat jalam kadapi na pibanti. Vriksheshu phalani bhavanti. Te vrikshaha api swayameva tani phalani kadapi na khadanti. Jalavarshanena sasyani yatha samyak pravriddhani bhaveyuhu tatha kurvanti meghaha. Parantu te swena vardhitani sasyani swayameva na khadanti. So though the clouds give water, and because of that, though the crops grow well, the clouds will not eat the crops. Evameva sajjanaha swasamipe vidyamananam sampattinam upayogam swayam na kurvanti. So they do not use their sampat for their own benefit. Apitu paropakararthameva tasam viniyogam kurvanti. They make use of that sampat only for others, the benefit of others. So that is the Subhashitas. Any questions regarding the Subhashitani? So here in this level, we have, like I said, we have a very extensive syllabus. We even have not only the Kavya Katha, but some literary also. So the Anvaya Rachana we have, Kavya Katha we have, and then we also have Samskrita Sahitya Parichaya, under which we have what is a Nataka, what is a Kavya, what is a Gadya Kavya, what is a Padya Kavya. And then we have about the poets also, a small biography of the poets. So like that, the syllabus is a little vast. So for each lesson, we will need at least 2 classes. Okay. So I would like to make use of every minute. I'm not going to stop, a little early or anything. Until 9:30, we'll continue. Whatever we are able to finish, we'll finish. Because you never know what will come up, and I don't want any tension at the end. Let us continue with the Kavya Katha.
You're right, madam. The syllabus is vast and very serious syllabus.
Yes.
It's not like Prahelkas. No more Prahelkas looks like here in this.
Yes. Especially the literary part, reading that and understanding will take time. So,
yeah, I reviewed once. I mean, not everything, but few things. A lot of things to remember and then understand and remember.
Yes.
A lot of data is there. A lot of data we have to.
Yes. So I have
precisely
written the main points of that literary work. So I will share those files with you so that you don't have to read the whole thing. Of course, you will have to read it at least once, but for studying purposes, the main points, if you remember from my notes, then again you can write it in your own words in the exam.
Yeah, we have to at least copy it. Then only we'll know what it is. Otherwise, you will never know what it is.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, sure. That
Bhagini,
will be of great help, madam.
Bhagini,
Yes.
in this level for Subhashitani, do we
Hmm.
have to write the Tarparyam in
Yes,
In
yes,
Sanskritam
Sanskrit, we have to write
right?
in Sanskrit.
yes.
Hmm.
You have to write
Okay.
the Tatparyam
Samskrita
in Sanskrit.
bhashayana
Hmm.
lekitavyam.
Lekitavyam. So,
Correct,
but
madam.
you practice writing it in your own words. Don't try to memorize what is given in the book. Try to
Yeah,
write it in your own words. Then it will be easy for you in the exam.
Hmm.
Right.
Simple. You can simplify it. You need not write everything that is there in the Tatparyam given in the book. You can simplify it but write it in your own words.
Hmm.
Yeah, very much essential. Right. Writing and on our words is our own words is very essential now.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Are we going to write the exam for the February or coming August?
I am targeting February only.
February only. We should write in February only, madam. Don't postpone it. Don't postpone it.
I know, but I'm just wondering because since you said it is a vast and lot more, is it like something like Parisaya? Because we took almost a year, right?
Yes.
1 year.
But then, see, since this is the last level, it will not disturb anybody else, even if you decide to give your exam, after 1 year. So, but I will complete the syllabus targeting February. And the recordings are there. The recordings will be there. So if you feel you are not ready in February, then you can always take your time and give your exam in August. It will not affect anybody else.
Right.
Because for those who want to write in February, it will be good if we are able to cover the syllabus in February, by February.
Yeah, please aim for it, but I would like to write in February itself.
Yes.
And I'm confident I'll be able to do it with your guidance.
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
Okay. So let us look at the Kavya Katha. पूर्वपाठेषु पञ्चानां महाकाव्यानां मध्ये रघुवंशस्य शिशुपालवधस्य किरातार्जुनीयस्य च कथा ज्ञाता। कोविदपाठेषु कुमारसम्भवं महाकाव्यस्य नैषधीयचरितमहाकाव्यस्य च कथां कथयामः। संग्रहरूपेण अत्र कथा दीयते। विस्तरेण कथां पठितुं भवन्तः प्रयत्नं कुर्वन्तु. So here very briefly the two stories are given, but they are actually kavyas. Okay. Kumara Sambhavam.
Can I interrupt a minute?
Yes.
This katha cha gnata is what is written there. That should be in plural number, madam. Kathaha gnataha should have been there.
महाकाव्यानां मध्ये रघुवंशस्य शिशुपालवधस्य
किरातार्जुनीयस्य च कथाः. No, I that's my question. Should be kathaः.
रघुवंशस्य कथा ज्ञाता. So similarly, शिशुपालवधस्य कथा ज्ञाता.
Okay, we can take it as a single, like in the previous shlokas we said asti.
Yes.
Duryodhana keeps talking about asti. He says,
yes.
Like that we'll have to take. Okay, madam. Thank you. Kumar Sambhav. Let's continue.
Kumara Sambhava Mahakavyam Kalidasena Virachitam. Asmin Mahakavye Saptadasha Sargaha Santi. Lokakantakasya Tarakasurasya Samharaya Shiva Parvatyoho Vivahaha Kumara Jananam Tarakasurasya Vadaha Ete Vishayaha Atra Upavarnitaha. Okay, so in this Mahakavyam, there are 17 sargas. Lokakantakasya Tarakasurasya Samharaya. So to kill, for the Samharam of Tarakasura, Shiva Parvatyoho Vivahaha, Kumara Jananam, Tarakasurasya Vadaha. These three are the main topics of this Kavya. Okay, ete vishayaha atra upavarnitaha. Himalayah parvatanam raja. Saha uttarabhage bhumyaha manadandaha iva shobhate. So Himalaya is the king of all the mountains. Uttarabhage bhumyaha manadandaha iva shobhate. So he is like a benchmark of the earth. In that way, he was beautiful. Anekani ratnani oshadhayaha cha tatra santi. So on that Himalayas, there are many gems and medicines. Mahaparvate alankara vastuni sambhavanti. On that mountain, there are many alankara vastuni also. Devataha taihi vastubihi eva swashariram alankurvanti. So all the gods used those things that are on the mountains of Himalaya to decorate themselves. Himalayasya sarovareshu manoharani padmani bhavanti. So in the sarovara, in the lakes of the Himalaya, there are many beautiful padmas. Saptarshayaha swayam agatya pujayai tani nayanti. The Saptarishis came there for these lotuses, for their to perform their pujas. Mananiya Mena Devi Himalayasya Dharma Patni. So the wife of Himalaya is Mena Devi. Mananiya means she who is respectable. Mainakaha Putraha, and the son is Mainakaha. Jaganmata Parvati Putri, and the daughter of Himalaya is the Jaganmata Parvati. Purva Janmani Parvati Sati Devi Asit. In her previous life, Parvati was Sati Devi. Sa Daksha Brahmanaha Kumari. She was the daughter of Daksha Brahmanaha in her previous life. Dakshaha Kadachit Yagam Ekam Anushtitavan. Once Dakshaha performed a yaga. Tasmin samaye saha Sati Devyaha patim Ishwaram ninditavan. During that yaga, he blamed or condemned Ishwara, Sati Devi's husband Ishwara. Nindam asahamana Sati Devi homagnau swashariram eva samarpitavati. Unable to take that insult, Sati Devi jumped into the homagni and gave up her body. Sa eva aparajanmani Himalayasya putri sanjata. So that Sati Devi herself was born as Himalaya putri in the next life. Imam putrim praptavan himavan nischayena bhagyavan eva. To obtain this kind of daughter, he definitely is a blessed one. Himavan is blessed. Balye Parvatyaha Vidyabhyasaha Nimittamatram Asit. So during her childhood, Parvati's education was only namesake. Why? Because she already has all that knowledge from her previous birth. Purva Janmani Jnatan Vishayan Swayameva sa Smritavati. She remembers everything, all the knowledge that she gained from her previous life. Kalakramena Yavvanam Praptavati. Over time, she became a young girl. Tasyaha Saundaryam Lokamohakam Anupamam Cha Asit. So her beauty was known among all the worlds. Ekada Narada Maharshihi Tatra Agatya Iyam Parvati Harasya Ardhangini Bhavishyati Iti Uktavan. So Narada Maharshi came and said Parvati will become the wife of Hara. Tat vachanam shrutva Parvatarajaha Haraya Swaputrim Datum Manasi Sankalpitavan. So this also made the Parvataraja think that he has to give away Parvati to Ishvara. Kintu Sati Devyaha Virahena Viraktaha Haraha Aranye Kutrapi Tapomagnaha Asit. But Shiva right now is not in a mood to marry. Why? Because he is still sad about Sati Devi. So he is performing a tapas in some aranyam. Parvatarajaha Shivasya sevayai Parvatim niyojitavan. Now Parvataraja already decided to have Parvati, to give Parvati in marriage to Shiva. So he sends her to serve him. Ishvaraha tu Parvatim drishtva api nirvikaraha sthirachittaha cha asit. So even though Parvati was coming daily to serve him, nirvikaraha means he was not disturbed, and sthirachittaha cha asit. With a very firm mind he was there. Tasminneva samaye dushtaha rakshasadhamaha tarakaha lokatrayam api pidayati sma. During that time only the Taraka, that Asura, was troubling everybody in all the three worlds. Indradi devataha tasmat bhitaha. Indra and all the other gods were very afraid of him. Prapancham rakshitum asamarthaha cha asan. And they were unable to protect anybody. Devataha eva tarakasya sevakaha abhavan. They all became slaves of Taraka. Devaha dukkhitaha. So they were very sad. Sarve brahmalokam agachan. They all went to Brahma. Tatra bhaktya brahmadevasya stutim akurvan. They praised Brahmadeva and they worshipped him. Tataha brihaspatihi devacharyaha devatanam duravastham varnayitva ahankari tarakaha lokan pidayati. Tarakasuram samhartum sarve asamarthaha. Tam hatva lokam uddhartum bhavantaha eva samarthaha. Iti avadat. So Brihaspati, Devacharyaha, Devatanam Duravastham Varnayitva. So after explaining the dusthiti of the Devas, he says this Taraka is troubling the whole world, and nobody is capable of killing him. So you are the only one who can put an end to him. He says to Brahma, iti avadat. Brahmadevaha ahameva purvam varam dattva tarakasuram anugrihitavan. Ataha maya tasya vadaha na kartavyaha. I myself have given him a boon that nobody can destroy him. So I cannot destroy him. Shiva Parvatyoho putraha eva tam hantum samartaha. Only the son born to Shiva and Parvati can kill him. Ataha yuyam tapomagnasya ishvarasya chittam umadevyaha saundaryena akrashtum prayatnam kuruta iti uktavan. So go and make that Ishvara's mind is focused on Parvati, Umadevi. Okay, make it so that he is attracted to her. Ishvarasya chittam akrashtum manmataha eva samartaha iti indraha manmatham smritavan. So then Indra started thinking, how can we do this? So then he remembered Manmatha. Manmatha is the only one who can make Ishvara attracted to Parvati. And then he remembered Manmatha. Okay? Okay. So Kumara Sambhava Mahakavyam Kena Rachitam. Kalidasena Rachitam. Asmin Kavye Keke Vishayaha Upavarnitaha. Shiva Parvatyoho Tarakasurasya Samharaya Shiva Parvatyoho Vivahaha Kumara Jananam Tarakasurasya Vadaha. Ete Vishayaha Upavarnitaha. Saptarshayaha Pujartham Padmani Kutaha Nayanti.
Himalayasya Sarovarat.
Himalayasya Sarovareshu Manoharani. Sarovarat. Sarovarebhyaha you can say, because there are many Sarovaras. Sarovarebhyaha Nayanti. Narada Maharshihi Parvatin Drishtva Kam Bhavishyadvanim Uktavan.
Narada Maharshi Parvatin Drishtva Parvati Harasya Patri Bhavati iti uktavan.
Iti uktavan. Uttamam. Uttamam. Okay. So we shall stop here. We shall look into the remaining part of the lesson next week. Okay.
Harasya ardhangini bhavishyati.
Harasya ardhangi bhavishyati. Iti uktavan.
Bhavishyati. Okay, okay.
Okay, any questions?
Not yet, Bhagini. It is just sinking in.
Yeah. Okay. So we shall again meet next week and continue then.
Same Tuesday, madam?
Tuesdays. We'll continue on Tuesdays only.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Dhanyavada, Bhagini.
Dhanyavadaha. Same time, same link. Everything is the same.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Good night, ma'am.
Good night.
Shubharatri.
Shubharatri.